Okay, everything is on.
Everything is on.
It's Thursday 7th?
Yes, 8th.
8th.
Yes.
Yes, so we were talking to ourselves as usual. So it's Thursday 8th of May 2025, episode 000, LOLA Kids with
Shamsuddin Ahmed.
Shamsuddin Ahmed, or Dr. Shams, or our doctor, as Abdurrahman had just called him, or my lovely, alright, student, or the titles are a lot. You choose whatever, and let's start. Ready?
Ready.
Let's go. For me, it was a very long day. What about yours?
It wasn't as long. I just had a quick study session right before
What
coming.
about you? Curve yourself just to let them see us well,
Okay,
just like this
yes.
while we are near to the microphone.
Okay.
So it wasn't that long?
It wasn't that long. Right now, I don't usually do a lot except going to university or studying. So, but today I didn't. So it was a quick study session right before coming. Just.
You mentioned like a minute ago while you were preparing for your episode and you had your promo, you said, I wanted to go out of my comfort zone. Could you please explain more? You sent me a message, Lola. I wish if I could join one of the episodes.
Yes.
Willingly, we scheduled it today and here we are. But what is that? Could you explain what's you mind, please?
No, I
Thank
usually
you.
don't.
All right.
Okay, so for me, the last couple of months weren't really I didn't do really anything exciting. The ordinary day always goes on and repeats itself. Going to university, studying, and so on. So I felt like I was in a bit of a comfort zone. I do the things I do every day. So I wanted to try something new, and this seemed like a very good opportunity. So I had to
So
jump
it was routine. You
Yes.
had like ordinary routine day and it repeated itself. So you found why not I share.
in. Exactly. Yes.
And you are always welcome, Shams. Tell us about
you.
the shift from high school to college.
The shift from high school to college. Actually, the period between high school to college, it was a hectic one.
You
full
mean
of-
the ثانوية one?
Yes.
And the results and the applying for colleges and
Yes,
so on.
those were one of the most hectic months of my life.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened. The shift itself, because as you know, ثانوية عامة in Egypt, usually students do not leave their rooms except if they have like a lesson or something. They don't go to school. So the shift from always having studying in your room, waking up to study, sleeping study, now suddenly you have to go to the university, which
Daily.
is daily university, which is approximately like an hour or an hour and a half away.
But let me interrupt you here, please. ثانوية عامة students don't go out of their rooms.
At least
It's
that's
just
what
when they have private lessons. It's what you did.
No, this is I did this because I did not approach the ثانوية عامة with the normal approach. I had all of my lessons scheduled online. So most of my day was spent was at home.
Omar
most of it.
Sobhi does like this, but Omar Sobhi is here and there sometimes.
Yes, I like.
It's healthy, Shams, to go out sometimes
it
during
is.
ثانوية عامة because we are talking to people who will be ثانوية عامة takers this year, September 2025, you know? So
Okay.
we have Jenna
The best of
Brahim, we
luck.
have Arwa, we have Shaban, I guess, and Ahmed Hussein. Yusuf Shaban, I guess, and Ahmed Hussein. No, Yusuf
I
Shaban,
don't
I
really
guess.
have an idea.
Anyways, we have a bunch of students who will be ثانوية عامة taker 2025, 2026. So it's healthy to go sometimes out of the realm where
Exactly,
you
yes.
study, but it's also not good to leave it, all right, without calculation. You have to balance and to schedule what you are doing. Managing time is the best thing.
Exactly.
Actually, I haven't seen somebody like Abdullah Helmi. Actually, he was the last, and Sandas, just to be fair. Helmi and
Who's
Sandas. Abdullah, Muhammad Abdullah, the brother of Nurhan and Minna and Hiba, if you recall him.
Abdullah
Muhammad Abdullah.
Okay.
Helmi. I used to call him Abdullah Sophisticated, if you remember.
I for sure I remember him, but I don't know him by Abdullah Helmi. I thought that was
Muhammad.
the person.
He kept going on until 1 month before the test. Sandas, she kept going on until, I guess, 2 months, I guess, before the test. Somehow like this. Shuruk the same way, within 3-4 months before the test. The
Yes.
others, I haven't seen them during ثانوية عامة. For you were out. I mean, you
We're
have
already done with
graduated
yes.
when it was time for you. Anyways, complete. So
Uh,
nothing but the routine, going and coming.
yes. So the shifting from ثانوية عامة to that, is really hectic. All of a sudden you have a new routine to a new routine to to do. Totally different style of studying. In ثانوية عامة, this is the point you mentioned in the last episode. In ثانوية عامة, the teachers, they have if they could give you the information in like a cup or something and a smoothie to drink, they would. This is the total opposite of what happens in
A
university.
smoothie. The information as a smoothie in a glass. So what kind of figurative language is it?
This is a metaphor? Yes, a metaphor.
Simile. You said like. Use the
Yes,
like, so it's a simile.
I used like.
He said if teachers would, all right, dissolve the information in
in
a drink, in a smoothie or a drink, all right, so it's like, so it's simile.
So it's a simile, yeah.
So that's true about the Rama, that teachers guide and help, but
Yes,
college,
they
it's
guide
the opposite.
to a very extent level, and this is the total opposite of what happens in university. University, you're the one who have to research. You're the one who have to go to find information. Even sometimes the exams, the midterms, and the finals have some information that weren't mentioned in the lectures. It's totally dependent on how you study, how you gather information. So this is something that I really I took some time to take on it.
Oh, so it could be like, a messy situation at the beginning when you start college.
Yes.
Until you figure out how life goes, and until you figure out how you schedule, and until you figure out how you organize
How
your
you
day.
manage your time. Yes.
So you want to say in college, you are the only leader.
Exactly.
You are the only captain of the ship. Either you go, either you sink.
You sink.
Because first year, many students fail by the share failed
Yes.
the first year just because they weren't used to do these things
Yes.
when they were alright
They
younger.
were used to have a guide who just walk after.
Till the end, till the port.
Yes.
But here, when you move from school, you are the only captain of your ship. So you have to go wisely. You have to, yes, have fun and enjoy, meet friends, but also you have to know how to figure out the ways of studying, the books you
Exactly.
need, the sheets you need to prepare. Attending lectures, I guess, in case of your college, attending lectures is essential.
Mine?
Yes.
No,
On the opposite
on
side.
the opposite side, yes.
Really? But many people think, no, faculties like science, medicine, pharmacy, engineering, and those, we have to attend every single lecture or we fail. No?
No. At least this is my case. I don't know about other universities. Every university has its own system. I'm attending Al Azhar University, so attending lectures is not mandatory. The mandatory thing, what attendance is calculated on, is attending sections and tutorials.
Are like the lessons, the extra lessons.
No, the applied. Like in the lecture, let's say it's an anatomy lecture. So in the lecture, I show you a picture of the specific region I'm explaining. In the section, I get you a real like a real life corpse or something, and I show you exactly like practically what was I explaining in the lecture.
So anatomy is the body, all right?
Yes.
How the body is, all right? And lectures, they show you pictures or demos, but
theoretical information.
In sections, they show you real dead body, all right? So you see how things go.
Yes.
You remember the first time you saw a dead body in front of you?
Yes.
To apply anatomy, and it was okay for you?
It was okay.
It didn't bother you at all?
Actually, one thing only bothered me is that we protect the bodies from autolysis by using like a liquid or something called formaldehyde, and this formaldehyde has a really strong scent.
Do you think that ancient Egyptians used that material or substance in the past to keep their mummies saved up to now? Yani mummification itself
Yes.
is something nobody knows about. It's still a great secret.
Yes.
Okay, so it was your phone, no? So it's better to make it silent.
Yes.
So I guess it's Abdurrahman's lecture or what?
No, Abdurrahman lectures like 10 minutes from now.
Because Abdurrahman has an online lecture while we are recording, so he's gonna have it. Good luck, Abdurrahman. So mummification is one of the things that's still a great secret. So maybe this is the material they used in the
They
past.
used like a similar technology, not the same, of course, because they used like a similar technology using a lot of mixed substances.
So what bothers you is not seeing the body itself, but
yes.
the smell.
Yes.
Don't you wear a mask or whatever?
We do, but at that time it was this section wasn't scheduled because one of our doctors missed that, so we had like a substitute, as we say. So it wasn't really planned for.
So sections.
This is the first time.
I guess sections sections are similar to private lessons. We can simplify the main lecture and the
Wait.
section. Something is going wrong.
Storage is full.
Storage is full. Oh my
Yes,
god!
stop the
So we have
recording.
to stop it and we record using my phone. I said my phone is the best. You remember, guys? Yes. Okay. So we will stop it. Okay. Sit down. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Sit down.
Can I have it?
So technical problems happen. Technical problems are everywhere. Using machines is not something easy.
Yes,
And
it's not
if
something
we-
always reliable.
Yeah, and we have to be always ready. You have to expect having technical problems whenever you use gadgets, machines, or whatever. And you do not need to stop at all. You have to go and find a solution. We got interrupted, storage is full on that phone. We got another the talk itself or our conversation is on air still, but we went out of storage on the phone for the video, so we try to figure it out. So we come back to the idea of the lecture and the section.
Yes.
We make it easier by saying that the lecture is the main lesson and the
Yes.
section is a smaller, all right, group or
Yes.
extra, where it could be like a private lesson for those who are still students.
We can say that.
We can say that. You enjoy sections, but you do not attend lectures.
No, I do. And, like it being not recorded in attendance sheet does not mean I do not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the topic, the topic of the lecture itself.
So Shams goes to college, attends sections, studies. What else? What do you do in your free time? Do you have free time?
Sure, I do. Nobody doesn't.
Yeah.
In my free time, I usually I have some hobbies that I really enjoy doing. One of them is like playing chess.
Playing chess. I have always loved it, but I cannot play chess. Is it easy to learn it?
It's easy to learn but hard to master.
They say always, I see in advertisement, like chess helps with intelligence.
It helps with intelligence, cognitive function. It helps with a lot of things. Even some studies shown that it helps with longevity and preventing Alzheimer's. A lot of things related to the brain.
You said longevity?
Yes.
I doubt. So can we check? I doubt
can.
the pronunciation. You mean to have long life?
Yes.
All right. I doubt the pronunciation, so we can check it together. Just I'm adding to you a new word while we are here together. It's like we are in class, guys. So for those who will come later after the gold students, feel natural, feel free. We search, we do everything while we are together.
Yes.
Is it longevity?
Longevity.
Longevity from long.
Yes.
So it's not because it's from long, I pronounce it longevity. No.
Yes.
So it's long, but the
longevity.
noun is longevity,
Longevity.
which is to have
a
long
lifespan.
life.
Yes, a long lifespan.
Yes, so chess helps with intelligence and it helps with longevity and it helps
With brain function in general.
in general. So you play chess with who? Who do you play or practice chess with?
Mostly online. Mostly online because I don't really have share the same trait with a lot. But mostly I practice online. Play online.
Online.
Yes.
With the computer, you mean?
No.
with other people,
with other
but
people.
online.
Yes.
Nothing compares the physical meeting, Shams.
Actually, yes.
I tried physical lessons and I tried online lessons and
lessons.
no comparison at all. Do you know that yesterday I spent 6 hours in class with our group? Does this sound?
This brings back the old days.
What old days you mean? Tell me some. Take me to a chapter of these old days that you really like.
I remember the period of our TOEIC preparation, like late 2019, or at that period, we used to at Ramadan exactly. We used to stay right after iftar, 7 o'clock, or until like one at midnight too. I
It was
remember that.
amazing.
Yes.
You remember what we used to do, how the class went? Because yesterday I kept telling them 6 hours in class. I stay with you for 6 hours. You are following the news, and you know that that group is the boring group for me. And then they started now to not to be the boring group. So when I stay 6 hours with them, so there are some changes going
Improvement.
on.
Yes.
So what activities or how the class went during 6 hours? How I guess parents also kept asking the same question. 6 hours, 5 hours.
What
What
can
were
you
you
possibly
doing?
do in
Yeah. What did we used to do in such a long period of time?
Actually, in the classes included a lot of things, working on every aspect of the language, speaking, writing, like literally every aspect. I remember some free presentations, like we found stand up, present about something like naturally without any kind of preparation. This was something we used to do. Another thing another thing like we used to have at that period of time, like something called the translation club at the last hour or two in the lesson.
The translation club. Okay. Here you are.
Okay.
Choose a title.
You're prepared.
Yeah, I'm ready for everything. You know me. Choose any title you would like. Just the headline. All right. Shams now, as I did in class, he's gonna read any headline he likes and he will try to translate it into Arabic. Come on, Shams, choose.
Okay.
And I guarantee all of them are complicated in Arabic. And I
Yes.
tried in class, but let us see.
Finance Ministry to launch 31 T-bill auctions worth 682 billion in May.
Quite an issue.
Yes.
So the title again is Finance Ministry to launch 31 trillion. No?
T-bill, no, Treasury bill.
Ah.
Treasury bill. I don't know what that stands
Treasury
for.
bill.
Yes.
Okay, Treasury bill. Auctions.
Auctions worth of 682 billion EGPs in May.
Auction means that they will sell something.
Yes.
Something related to Treasury bill means they will sell something. Could you read the first paragraph? So here, the ministry is launching something that worth 682 billion
Egyptian pounds.
in May. So can we read the first paragraph?
The Ministry of Finance is set to conduct 31 treasury bills and bond auctions throughout May with total value of 682 billion Egyptian pounds. This includes 16 T-bill auctions worth of 600 billion and 15 treasury bond auctions valued at 82 billion.
Could it be Shahadat Istismar?
Yes,
It could be guessed
most
as.
likely.
Check it. Now we are trying to guess what the head line is about. Could it be like the Ministry of Finance is set to conduct the 31 Treasury bill and the bond auctions? Auction means in public.
Yes.
And everybody just says the price and the highest price, or
takes
the
it off.
person takes it. Okay, so throughout May with a total value of 682 billion. So what is Treasury bill, say, Shams, in Arabic?
Okay, a treasury bill is like a short-term government bonds with a short time until they mature. I think yes.
Ashom?
No, assume is like stocks.
Shares.
Stocks or shares. Yes.
Shares. So what is T-bill? All right. So get it in Arabic. We can get the same headline in Arabic. You know, we search for the headline written originally in one of the newspapers,
same
same
paper?
topic. So write it in Arabic, Finance Minister to launch in Arabic, and get us, all right, the headline, how it's written in Arabic, as we guessed or no. So the English one, Finance Ministry to launch 31 T-billion auctions worth 682 billion Egyptian pounds in May. And when we read, the Ministry of Finance is set to conduct 31 Treasury bill and the bond auctions throughout May with a total value of 682 billion Egyptian pounds. So the
I
same
got the
topic.
same piece of news, but I can't find the Arabic version.
No, we need the Arabic version of this you can start. What will you say about launch? Try to translate it as T-bills, this as أسهم, or as شهادات استثمار, or as whatever. Okay?
Okay, so
Huh.
it's gonna be وزارة المالية تطلق 31 شهادة استثمار مقدرة ب 682 مليار جنيه in May.
Okay, so I guess تطلق or تطرح. تطرح بالمزاد العلني auctions.
Yes.
So I thank you because you started with وزارة المالية. As you know, we don't start a verb in the headline
Yes,
in
sure.
Arabic. We cannot. So تطرح وزارة المالية
Yes, تطرح.
it
fits better.
استثمارات or شهادات
شهادات
استثمارية
استثمارية
could be ب
مقدرة
بالمزاد العام بالمزاد العلني.
yes. مقدرة ب 682
Okay, so write this headline in Arabic on Google Bar and see what will come as news. Guys, translation is one of the talents. Do you think, Shams, that it's one of the talents?
It's I don't believe it's talent. I believe it's more of a skill.
A skill, not a talent. Somebody to be talented to manipulate a language in another at the same time, and to have the same balance of structure, same balance of grammar, same balance of way, natural style of translating. With you feel it's smooth, and skills is to learn.
Yes.
Talent is to keep it going, like, in perfection. You don't feel like, when a car gets bumped and then you go and fix it, a mechanic can help you fix it, but it's still shown.
Yes.
And a mechanic can help you fix it without you feel like it had got bumped earlier. You understand? Translation is the same. The skill is like you learn a vocab and you learn a language. This is the skill. And you practice. The talent is to make it smooth and natural. And this differs
Maybe
from person to another.
Maybe translation involves both like a talent and a skill, but for me the majority of it goes to a skill because translation itself is all about languages, and languages are learned, not I mean, nobody has the talent of speaking Arabic. Somebody learned to speak Arabic.
No, I disagree with you totally. The talent here will be shown when you come to show us your Arabic, and many people read the news. Many people are presenters. Many people are TV reporters. But sounds, the sounds are different. Many people are match commentators.
Yes.
All right, but some of them are unique. So I guess it's they are all using Arabic, they are all using English, but this man has a distinguished style when he comes to comment on a match. The same it's when we come to translate. I guess it's different.
Yes,
you
maybe.
said you said تطلق.
Yes.
And for me تطلق, the collocation came يطلق الصواريخ. So collocation. Do you remember the meaning of collocation?
No, I don't.
Collocation are the two words that are always come together.
Yes.
So when I say aim at, you understand?
Yes.
Like this. Launch rockets. So it comes like together. They
Yes,
come.
yes.
They are usually in Arabic. You have collocations too. So when I say سعيد لرؤيتك, so you find are coming together.
Yes.
So for me, launch rockets will be يطلق صاروخ, but launch T-bill in Arabic, T-bill auctions. So it could be تطرح شهادات. Anyways, the headline in Arabic, have you found it? What do you think of AI?
AI
AI,
as
using
an
of
artificial
AI.
intelligence.
Yeah, what do you think of using AI to translate, to prepare a presentation, to prepare a talk, to use it in writing a full essay, knowing that the teacher will never figure it out? You understand? Tell us.
For me, AI is not a machine. It's a tool. It's a tool to help you improve your writing, not to do your writing.
A tool to improve your writing, not to do what
Your
you
writing.
have to do as a human.
Yes.
Tell us.
Because I tell you something that happened with me in college. We were supposed to like give a research, a medical research about something.
Okay.
About something.
Yes.
And we were obliged to use AI, but not let it do the whole research for you. what we didn't do that our professor like had a tool. It's called AI Buster. AI Buster like
Plagiarism, to detect the
yes, to
plagiarism.
detect plagiarism, AI written articles, and so on.
Yes.
So he passed every one of the researches that were given to him, and he found that nearing 50%, 50 to 60% were written using AI.
So that reminds me when you were in high school and I kept telling you, do your writings yourself. I can detect the plagiarism, and plagiarism is to be taken somewhere
Yes.
that is not your own creation.
Yes.
So professors apply this in your college now.
Yes.
They ask you to cover a report about something, and then you cover it, and you can use the AI as like use the dictionary to search for vocab.
Yes.
And then they detect or write AI usage by a method they have or an application.
Yes.
That's great. So look, what you know is applied in college. What we do in class now is the great backbone to be ready for your future.
Exactly.
You find it easy going because you already had lots of tasks earlier.
Yes, I found it very easygoing. It feels like I have like an extra step compared to my colleagues.
So you mean you are ahead,
Ahead.
a step ahead.
A step ahead.
In comparison to the other mates in your class or in the section you attend. So let's finalize the headline. We need to see it. We need to see how we expected, right? Finance ministry could be what, Shams in Arabic?
Okay, just a minute, because the signal here isn't
That okay.
that okay.
You try your own finance ministry.
وزارة المالية
To launch, we will change it.
تطرح 31 شهادة استثمارية
Auctions.
للمزاد العلني
Worth.
worth مقدرة ب 682 مليار جنيه في مايو.
Billion, it's مليار in
مليار.
Arabic. In May. Try to, it's a title, it's the headline, so we cannot have it like this. We need,
Okay.
المالية تطرح. I will say it like this.
I got the Arabic one.
Okay.
وزارة المالية تطرح 31 طرحا لأذون الخزانة بقيمة 682 مليار جنيه في مايو المقبل.
أذون الخزانة, this means what? This is Google translation or one of the newspaper?
It's the Daily News. I don't
know. Daily News in Arabic. So again, say again.
وزارة المالية تطرح 31 طرحا لأذون الخزانة بقيمة 682 مليار جنيه في مايو المقبل.
Check the same in اليوم السابع أخبار اليوم, يعني something Egyptian.
Okay.
Daily News in Arabic, it is the English version of Daily News in English. So we may see how an Egyptian paper translated it. We need to work on many skills.
Yes.
And I'm preparing them. I said that in class. And that's what makes us, whatever college you are in later, whatever the career, what you are doing now, it's personality in general.
It's shaping how you will perform.
So, Shams, you feel yourself distinguished. You feel yourself like somebody who is really different when you compare yourself to others. Somehow, your professors feel you are different. Sure, all the other students in your sections are nerds, the best students, those who studied hard in ثانوية عامة. But I'm not talking about studying
technical skills. I'm talking
personality, mentality, the way of rendering life situations. You feel yourself distinguished?
Somehow, in a way or another, because I'm not talking about technical skills, studying and so on. The soft skills, the experiences you go through, all of these shape the personality that you are. So the more experiences, the more things you experience is the better you will be.
So we are not talking about studying, because all students
can study
at this college. They joined because they studied and they are studying. But what is different is how many life applications or experiences I had earlier. So it shapes my confidence. It shapes the way I am. Say, Shams, I don't know why I'm calling you safe since the beginning of the day, but the scene and the sheen always, are lovely. Anyways, okay. Shams, let me tell you, you haven't told me about the best chapter in your way with us. the best time? Which year, which season was your best, and you always remember it?
Actually, this like this period of time is really I love it so much. Maybe it you wouldn't expect it, but the period where we're like preparing to the first TOEIC ever. So you remember when you said when you said like whoever gets 670 or 660,
In the last
860 in
in
the
the
last
last
TOEFL
junior.
junior. Yes,
So it was the best one for you.
yes,
The
because
challenge itself
the
to get the
challenge.
score and to
Yes.
join the TOEIC test was the best period for you.
I loved all the time I spent, but this moment or this chapter I really love it so much because this was like one of the earliest and the toughest challenges I had.
So you could achieve the score and you could join the TOEIC
Yes,
first time taking. Or you
second,
repeated second time. So you had the junior and then you repeated again and you had it.
Ye-
Because I guess the first time was Omar and Hani.
No, the first time was early 2017 where we were still teen up.
Teen Up. You were called Teen Up. You reminded me by a different chapter in life. Teen
Yeah.
Up, the group
Yes,
of Shams Shuruk and
Sondos.
Sondos and many others.
Mhm.
Teen Up was when you traveled alone to somewhere without any other participants. And you were somehow 14. And once we traveled to Hurghada together, it was? Or,
Yes, yes,
yeah.
I remember that.
So it was a good chapter. Have you ever feared me, Shams? Have you ever felt like, what a monster teacher we are having?
No,
I better study or I would be.
no, it's not the fear that makes me scared. It's the fear that makes me want to do better. And this was in the very early stages, like and the old place, the very old place.
When you first joined, you
Yes.
mean you feared me at the beginning, but then
No, then like the more we interacted, the more we had lessons, the more we broke the ice, as we say.
we broke the ice. Okay, you loved acting. You liked cheering. You liked cheering when it was time to act, time to sing. It was your favorite activities.
No, my favorite activity was presenting.
Presenting.
Yes.
Do you remember a presentation that you will never forget? You prepared it well and it was outstanding. It ended up very well.
Uh, Actually, unfortunately, I can't recall recall a specific presentation, but mm, no, I can't.
You can't.
Yes,
But you
but
enjoyed.
I had a lot,
You
of
had a lot,
presentations.
but everybody remembers a specific one that it was outstanding and it changed something. Yani maybe many people start presenting fearing, hesitant. Then after a while, they gain the confidence for others much better and more outstanding. You don't remember a specific one.
No,
You don't
I
remember,
don't.
as Jonah said last episode, we used to go and switch members among the groups. You then present in another
No,
group.
I remember that.
You remember, but you don't remember
I don't
the
remember the presentation
presentation.
itself, but I remember something like that. The early teen up as well in the very old place. I was asked to present in Muhammad Abdullah's and Jan's group that day.
So they were higher than you
they-
at that period of time. So you
yes.
were asked to
give a
present
presentation
in a higher group.
In a higher group.
Do you remember how they reacted to your presentation? You don't remember the title, but
Yes.
do you know how the members, reacted and voted for you?
I remember the overall voting. It was 8 out of 10.
Was
First,
it the Mona Lisa? Have you ever had a presentation under the title of the Mona Lisa, Statue
no.
of Liberty,
I don't think so.
Albert Einstein, Thomas Alva Edison?
This genre wasn't real genre we used to present back in the day.
What did we use to present?
Unfortunately, I can't
You
recall
can't
a single
remember.
thing.
I said some titles. Give a short presentation about one of the titles I have just mentioned.
Okay.
Now, Shams will give a live presentation. Everything is happening is live. We haven't prepared a single thing, right, Shams?
That's not a single thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us a short presentation under any of these titles, please.
Okay, I'm choosing Thomas Alva Edison.
Okay.
Okay. throughout the modern history, a lot of scientists contributed to the life we have right now, starting from Nikola Tesla, who invented one of the earliest vehicles. Moving on to our topic today, who is Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison is one of the most revolutionary scientists who really shaped our life today. Starting from the light bulbs we used to light every place we go. Moving to like a lot of famous inventions he contributed in. For example, whenever you go today, the light that you see is most probably credited to Thomas Alva Edison.
So if our life is dark,
Yes.
all right, I think if one day it was dark all around, we would feel the
Exactly.
importance of light.
And actually, one of the applications is that there is a national day held in the United States where they turn off all the electricity sources for a couple of hours to admire and like in remembrance of his revolutionary contributions to our society.
Yes, I guess I heard it. One of my students or our students presented, and he said on his death date,
Yes.
they just for a minute or a second they
Yes.
switch off all lights. They
Yes, as a way to
cut off
remember
electricity
his
to
contributions.
remember how electricity is important in our life, how the light bulbs are important.
Yes.
Or electric light bulb in general. Are you bothered? Are you distracted? You
No.
feel somehow? You used to get distracted easily in the past. This is one of your traits. When it was first time to have the TOEIC and the noise was around you in class when we were practicing, it was annoying. Then you got adapted.
Yes.
So give those who will have TOEIC soon a piece of information about the speaking part in TOEIC, please.
Okay. For all of the people who are heading to the TOEIC, speaking and listening, first of all, this is a major milestone in your journey. You better do well on it. Regarding the speaking, the speaking category in the test, one important way to avoid all the voice, because for me it was like a shock when especially on the exam day. I'm in a room. I was lucky because my room only had 4 or 5 people. The other room had more than 10. So for all of you who are going to experience such scenarios, it's better to organize or to organize how your speech is going to be built. It's better to be. It's just a minute. It's better also to start first. This is something that many people won't tell you. But if you start speaking first, the flow will take you. You will start flowing the speech. You wouldn't even care about what the voice or the distractions around you. What's even happening.
So I shouldn't go around or look around. I should focus on what
your
I'm
screen?
saying and to prepare. So how to prepare? Using the seconds, all right, of preparation, because they usually give you a second or 60 seconds to prepare your answer. So for example, if I ask you to tell me coffee or tea, what would you prefer, coffee or tea?
Coffee or tea? Okay.
Now answer it as in a speaking test. So you have to have like a minute talking. So what do you prefer, coffee or tea?
Okay. Now
This is the question.
Is this
Now
a preparation?
Preparation 60 seconds.
Okay. How your preparation should go is basically. You'll figure out a way to approach the question. This is a very casual question, so your the way of responding should be casual as well. Try to use as many related fillers as you can to answer the question. So for me, I would say.
Let's see how he will answer this simple question in an academic test,
Yes.
which has academic criteria. Come on, yes.
Okay. So beverages in general help a lot of students, help a lot of people to concentrate. One of them, or the most famous ones, are coffee and tea. They're famous for helping for concentration or something, because they have the substance caffeine, which helps the mind concentrate a lot on the specific task you're you're doing. For me, I prefer tea more than coffee because I like tea tastes much better for me personally, and also the coffee itself is said to have some negative effects on your overall health and cardiac health for
You mean heart?
yes,
Cardiac, you mean
heart health.
So,
Yes, excessive intake for sure. So for those reasons, I prefer tea more than coffee.
have you heard what he said? Out of after all of these years, he came and he followed the same academic steps I beg you to follow. He gave general intro beverages. Some beverages, he meant, some beverages are meant to help us with our concentration, such as coffee and tea, due to the amount of caffeine that they have. And then he specialized it or personalized it. For me, I prefer. And then for this reason, or for these two reasons, or for these three reasons, as much as you mentioned, I prefer that. It's an academic format. I beg them to follow. It will help them have like 1 minute or more talking until the speaking stops, until the record itself moves to the next question. And also the amount of vocabulary, if you count, will find a lot, because I use the same structure, and it goes with the writing, and it goes with everything else when you come to present naturally too. You remember your first presentation in college?
In college?
Yes, in college. Your college this year.
My college this?
Yes.
Yes.
It was under the title of?
Femur fractures.
Fractures means when something...
When a bone
gets broken.
Yes.
Okay, and you did well?
Supposedly.
Okay.
Supposedly.
What did you use? What did you use for the presentation? I mean, what visuality methods you used for making a good presentation, or it was just speaking?
It was just speaking, because the presentations we present are a little bit different. The presentations fall under the criteria of problem-based learning. The instructor presents a problem and then asks you to come prepared for next week to present about this problem.
So you prepared and you talked, but you didn't use any methods. I'm talking about visuality while presenting. Maybe you didn't use any visual materials, but could you tell us the importance of using visual materials when it's time to present?
This is like a key structure for a good presentation.
A key structure means a very important
element of a good presentation, because first of all, it helps the audience visualize what you're talking about. Because learning is not only about lecturing; it's also about visualizing. So when you visualize the topic you're talking about, it helps the audience understand what you're talking about more. And for some people, I mean, for presenters, it helps them recall the points that you are going to speak about easily, so they don't stutter while presenting. They don't trying to remember the next point. When you have a photo prepared for each point, it helps you remember, and it lets the presentation be like smoother.
How many times you prepared yourself in front of a mirror or using your personal recorder to be ready for a presentation in class?
No, a lot. At
the beginning, especially at the beginning.
Yes.
But then when you started to be familiar with the process, it became easier.
But I remember at the beginning, I used to gather all my family members to present in front of them.
Oh, it's a good point. You used to gather your family members as your mates.
As audience.
And you talk in front of them to make the presentation, so you get the feeling.
Yes.
I doubt they do this. I doubt. I don't think California members do this, which is Arwa's group, Arwa and Hussein and Shaban. But maybe some members of Rimas's group, which is Sama and Rimas and Judy Ibrahim, maybe some of them do. But it's something that puts me in reality. I'm on a stage and people are watching me. Maybe they don't understand what I'm saying, which is a normal case, but the idea...
It lets you have the feeling of being a presenter.
So we ask people to prepare. So Amina, for example, I wish Amina to try this method. I have Amina, a member in California's group, and she wants to break that fear. I have a presentation. I want it to be natural. I practice first, all right, some information that I try to keep in a way or another in front of my family members allowed, and then by nature you will find yourself having lots of vocab, accumulating lots of sentence and structures to help you, but you go out of your comfort zone. I like this, to be out of my comfort zone. Do you practice any kind of sports, Shams?
I wouldn't say sports because sports like football or the
Any,
football.
are you under any sport?
No, but I hit the gym multiple times a week. If you would
Once a week?
no,
Sure.
no,
How
like
many?
3 to 4 times a week. If
That's
this
good. That's good. It's for sure it's a sport. So
yes,
you mean you are not following any practice, but
yes,
you go to the gym a couple of times
yes.
a week, which is okay.